Jake trusted his friends Zevin, Marcus, and Tyler until the night they buried him alive for a prank. They thought it was funny, until he stopped moving. They were just a group of suburban teens looking for thrills in the dead hours of a summer night. No one really knew whose idea it was, but somehow they ended up in the woods behind the old quarry, a place known for its eerie silence and bad cell signal. They had been filming pranks for their YouTube channel, Harmless Stuff, mostly scaring each other, throwing fake spiders, pretending to be chased by monsters in the dark. The kind of content that got a few laughs and even fewer views. But that night, they wanted something different, something bigger. The idea came like a dead, bury someone alive, but only for a few minutes, just long enough to make the viewer squirm. They planned it carefully, or at least they thought they did. They brought a shovel, a wooden box with drilled air holes, and even a walkie-talkie to stay in touch during the burial. It was all meant to be controlled, just for fun, just a joke. The one who volunteered, Jake, was always the brave one, the one who laughed the loudest, who took every day. He slipped into the box without hesitation, still grinning as they nailed it shut. The others lowered it into the shallow hole they dug, maybe 2.5 feet deep, and began covering it with dirt. They were still laughing, still filming, the camera capturing their nervous energy. The plan was to keep them under for 10 minutes, just enough time to build suspense in the edit. But things started to feel wrong almost immediately. The walkie-talkie crackled once, then went dead. They thought it was a battery issue, maybe a glitch. No big deal. They joked that Jake had fallen asleep or was playing a trick back on them. But the minutes dragged on, and no sound came from the box. They waited 15 minutes before they started digging him out. At first, they weren't worried. They thought the longer they waited, the better the reaction would be, screaming, gasping, the kind of drama that would go viral. But when they pried the box open, something shifted. There was no reaction, no movement. Jake wasn't breathing. Panic set in fast. The video cut off. They're never uploaded, never shared. They tried CP. Someone ran for help, but the remote location made it impossible to get assistance in time. By the time paramedics arrived, it was too late. At first, the police believed it was a terrible accident, but when they found the video files on the SD card, things took a darker turn. Investigators noticed inconsistencies. The air holes were too small, the box too tight. The time buried far longer than originally claimed. Autopsy reports revealed suffocation. It wasn't instant, it was slow, agonizing during the investigation. A disturbing detail emerged. One of the teens event had searched online the week before. How long can someone survive being buried alive? That same teen had also texted a friend saying, "We should do something crazy for views, like Insane Level." Prosecutors said this wasn't a prank gone wrong, it was reckless manslaughter. 3 were charged. 2 were minors. The older one, Evan, was tried as an adult. Their defense leaned hard on the "we didn't mean it" argument. The court didn't see it that way. Intent may not have been murder, but neglect, arrogance, and a craving for attention had killed someone. Jake's parents said he trusted his friends too much. He thought he was part of something exciting. Instead, he died in the dark in a homemade coffin while his friends stood above him with a camera chasing clicks. The video was never released publicly, but descriptions from those who viewed it during the trial painted a horrifying picture. Laughter turning to silence, then confusion, then terror. What started as a prank became a chilling reminder that not all dares end with a punchline. Some end in a coffin. And in this case, it was one the victim never got out of.